What's good, y'all? Back with the weekly struggle. This is week 2. Got a couple of different things to go over this weekend because there's so many people fucking struggling this week. It's not even funny. So we're gonna get right into it. Now, this first story is pretty crazy, so I'm gonna let the news clip play first, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
Search for answers to what happened to an Emmanuel County husband and wife. Georgia Bureau of Investigation telling us that Zaria Ross was found dead in her home Saturday. Her husband, Shamarcus, shot himself over an hour away. WJCL 22 News' AJ Sisson is in Twin City.
Security camera footage shows a vehicle leaving this house just minutes before authorities arrived. The food mart that I'm at currently, they say that vehicle was a Dodge Challenger. That's the same vehicle the GBI says Shamarcus Ross shot and killed himself in, an hour and a half after his wife, Zaria, had been found dead in their home. This security camera footage from Sing Food Mart across the street from the home shows a dark-colored Dodge Challenger leaving around 9:27 p.m. Authorities dispatched there 3 minutes after that. Nearly an hour and a half later, and over 60 miles away, Wayne County Sheriff's Office found Shamarcus' vehicle, the GBI saying he shot himself as authorities tried to pull him over, later dying from his injuries. Zaria was 27, Shamarcus was 36. Both lived in Twin City. Wayne County Sheriff Chuck Mosley confirming to me that Shamarcus' death was a suicide. While they investigate it further, the GBI medical examiner is working on an autopsy for Zaria.
Right now, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation and the Wayne County Sheriff's Office are working to get answers following the deaths of a woman and her husband. Officers found the woman, Zaria Carr, unconscious at a home in Emmanuel County after being called there for a domestic disturbance. She later died. Investigators say they couldn't find her car. Law enforcement in Wayne County later spotted it and attempted to stop the car. The GBI says the woman's husband.
Now, this shit is fucking crazy, y'all. So apparently, this is the husband right here. He was locked up, and his wife was a correctional officer at his jail, or at his prison, and they ended up, kikiing, talking and shit. They ended up getting together. Well, he was already previously married, apparently, according to the story, and he had gotten sick. Now don't quote me on the timeline, but somewhere in their timeline he had gotten sick and he had gotten cancer. And after he got cancer, I guess he got like a big settlement, so he had all types of money and he's paying bills before he even got out of jail for her. And once he got out of jail, they got pregnant, they got married, yada yada yada. And this situation is really unfortunate because I guess like they was continuously arguing over the course of their situation, but I guess it came to a point to where he, laid her out permanently. And that shit is, it's so sad because you got kids involved. Now their kid is gonna have to grow up with no dad, no mom. And that shit is just, my heart goes out to them. That struggle, that's way too much struggle right there. You feel me? So.
Husband Shamarcus was inside the car. Investigators say he later died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The investigation into this case is ongoing.
That shit don't even make no sense. Here's just a couple of screenshots. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole video, but if y'all want to get like a whole grasp of what's going on with this whole situation, you can look it up on YouTube because there's so many people that did extensive deep dives on it, so I'm not even gonna hold you on that. But this whole situation is pretty fucking crazy because all he had to do was walk away. And apparently, she gave him STDs and all types of shit. We're about to get into the video because apparently this was all during their live that they had on Instagram. So I'll play a little clip of that in a minute. But yeah, man, this situation is so unfortunate. Got a beautiful black family too, man. Like, that's crazy, man. I don't even know what to say, man. Like she was holding him down. He was holding her down. But I will say this, her voice is annoying, so prepare yourself if you ain't seen these clips yet. When I get into the clips, her voice is, whew. I'm gonna make a joke, but I would have killed her just off the voice.
Sit back and listen. So, if I get off the line, you ain't gonna make it out the door, and I'm gonna do it to you. And my wife, somebody in my wife's family, got roots on me. They're praying on my brain. They praying on my downfall. They don't want to see me with shit. They playing with my finances and my money, goddamn blessed. So the doctor tell her, when she get her results, the damn folks tell her she got herpes. 9 times out of 10, we have herpes. 9 times out of 10, we have herpes. Okay?
I can tell him right now. Better get back, like when he said about the bump on the ass. If it was herpes, why did you come lick on me and suck on me?
Yeah, I'm gonna pause the video right here. You see how she was antagonizing that nigga? Like, she already knew how violent he was. She met the nigga in jail, prison. So that should have let you know off top what he was coming with, the energy he was coming with. And on top of that, she is steadily throughout this video provoking him, trying him, testing him. I'm not saying he's right for what he did. He's definitely wrong for what he did, but to say he wasn't provoked is stupid, because he was. He was definitely provoked. And getting an STD like that is something serious. That's not nothing to fucking play with. It's really not anything to play with, but I'm gonna let the rest of this play out.
Why he need to goddamn go to
Yeah.
hell? He need to go show him your medicine that you need to be taking. Them big ass horse pills for that goddamn mental health shit. That's what the hell wrong with you. Ain't no goddamn root. And why you tell shit? Tell him about that story. Tell him about the shit with what is it called? Udi? Whatever the shit.
Well,
Whatever his name.
Obi. By Obi? What about it?
Tell him that part.
What about it?
Tell him.
You tell them, what about it?
Now you don't want the phone back. I ain't get to tell you. I ain't get to tell about Udi.
That voice.
Then
I swear you'll die.
I gotta die by that.
My story is, I came home from prison, and I came home married. And
I also want to add, they both ratchet and trifling.
before all that,
He don't cook the food. He ain't gonna clean the kitchen.
I done ran into the CO, which is the person that came, right?
I ain't lying. I hope they give him a Facebook shit. You put him in the wrong shit. You people damn money.
So, whole time, we all know, like, motherfuckers gonna do their thing when they with niggas in prison and shit. So, I really been, playing my little part, came into it, but before that, I was doing my thing in prison when I met her. Taking care of.
Boy, you got that money from council. Stop lying to them damn people.
I'm going all the way back to Augusta State.
You got that money from council.
I'm going back to Augusta State.
Oh, well.
I know I probably don't have it in the clips, but you could see, if you watch the whole video, multiple times of her threatening her on camera, talking about you gonna put hands on her and worse. It's just, he crashed out for real.
You owed me. I was helping
Okay,
you.
yeah, so.
They said get to the point. You got them beat around the bush.
This gonna be a long story, so if they ain't getting their popcorn ready, shit, they ain't gonna goddamn get to her. So,
I'm gonna tell you, he finna get every bitch she got damn food.
so this that's out here and played me. She used to get a lot of, you saw the text on her. She used to get text. She would get the text
I
on.
used to get
Long story short, cool.
Then he just capped on me like I already had tattoos before 3 years ago.
Now, I also want to point out, that's a nice house they got. They ain't living in no apartment. That's a nice house they got. They had a nice little life that they was building together. I don't understand it, man. I don't fucking understand it. Like, even if either of y'all wasn't happy, y'all could have picked up and left the situation, you know what I mean? Y'all got a lot to live for. Y'all got kids, man. A kid.
She been cheating on and off. Cheating on and off. I've been cheating. I've been all doing my thing.
He just said I got
So,
all my tattoos from
She get pregnant. So I around
I got what?
and cheat while she was pregnant. First time cheating. I wasn't even home about
That was your first time, nigga.
about a year.
Pay $100 for phone, never won't pay no bills.
So again, she saying that, but I was paying bills when I wasn't even staying here from prison.
Well, you didn't pay when you stay here, shit.
The mother had the nerve to try to validate her cheating with me inboxing girls and shit while I'm in prison. Shit, I needed a pen pal. You feel me?
I want the pen pal. What you mean?
So she validated that while she ran here. Okay, so I come home.
Came from actually.
Okay, next story, moving right along. We got the Pusha T and the Travis Scott bullshit that's been popping off all fucking week. Now, my take on this might be a little different from the other people, and I just want to point out before I get started how fucking hard it was to find this clip, because everybody and their grandma has a reaction video to this shit. It took me more time to find this video than to edit this video. Like, too much fucking reaction video, so I'm not really going to give too much of a commentary on it, because y'all could just check out the multiple hundreds of fucking reaction videos online about it. But I will let the clip play.
Being in Paris.
So be it, so be it. So be it, so
came through carrying the, the Utopia briefcase.
Right. Yep.
Doing his whole spiel.
Mm-hmm.
He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss.
Drake on Travis Scott talking about
P,
Pharrell's jewelry.
and all of that. That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into his whole makeup. I took it there.
Her Utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat.
And then to to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, do all that he did. It was like, man, that was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me.
Cried in front of me. You died in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
I had to help you. People take that type of shit for granted. I don't take that for granted. So be it.
Now, most people think that Pusha T's is doing this for clout, but what most of y'all stupid young ass motherfuckers don't understand is that Pusha T and Pharrell have been tight since day one, since the beginning of their, the beginning of Pusha T and the Clips career, because Pharrell was doing his shit way long before the Clips came into the picture. But them two, the Clips and Pharrell, they're all from Virginia. They're really close. And one thing you don't do is fucking disrespect the whole fucking city. And that's exactly what Travis and Drake did. Now, if you're not familiar with the song Meltdown, Drake was extra fucking greasy on that song. And what's not mentioned in the video is when Travis Scott came to the studio and he was kikiing and he played the song, Drake's verse magically wasn't on there. Then a day later it gets released and this disrespectful ass fucking verse is on there. I light this nigga up like a Christmas tree too. I don't give a fuck. Talking about clout. Y'all are stupid as fuck. Pusha T don't need any type of clout. Niggas like me who know what real hip hop is will always be checking for Pusha. I put Pusha way above fucking anything that Travis Scott has done. I personally don't really fucking like Travis Scott, especially after the whole Utopia concert thing. He kissed my ass. He's a piece of shit. He don't get me started on Travis. He's literally the scum of the fucking earth. So I stand with Pusha on this. Fuck Travis. Fuck Drake. Them niggas ain't shit. And that's basically all that I have to say about it. But moving on to this next incident.
He's the best one.
We got this whole fucking Timberland situation. Now, if you're not familiar with this Timberland situation, let me put you on game real quick. This nigga's out here using AI to generate beats to basically like he's trying to like create a new AI artist, and the controversy that is surrounding it is that the AI tools that he's using is not just using Timberland's beats. It's using everyone's fucking beats. Like, this AI has access to all music. And when I say all, I mean all music. So it's basically like when a rapper goes to sample a song from another well-established artist and they didn't get the clearance, they didn't get the legal paperwork taken care of, and they just fucking do it anyways, and then they get the shit suit out of them because they're fucking stupid. That's what this is, times a million. Literally times a fucking million. So yeah, I don't support this bullshit. He's gonna come and explain his little bitch ass side of the story, but I had so much respect for Timberland. Like, I grew up, nigga, like, you couldn't tell me nothing about Timberland. He used to be my favorite fucking producer, bar none. He was top notch. I put him over everyone. So for him to be doing this bullshit, it really pissed me off. Like, I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. Like, this shit.
To, like, goddamn, break it down, help, get in my ass. No. Not that, not really, not know what you're saying. Pause. Okay.
Brother,
Absolutely pause, but I wasn't.
It's like, I just felt like I really respect my community of creators, right? And if they feeling like I let them down and they feel some type of way, I owe an explanation. I would have did it yesterday, but I was out of town. I had a show in Alabama. Like, when the call and response, when people get upset, I respond real quick. You know what I'm saying? But that particular time I didn't.
you damn right we fucking mad, Timberland.
It was this girl named Sarah, like, she feel hurt. A couple of people feel hurt, and I get it, but I'm here to talk about everything and talk about why I chose that route and what I'm doing, because it's a bigger conversation. Right? I call that, like, mom and whatever. But I give it all because, Guru, I got drives and drives of music. That's number one. Mm-hmm. So I give it my beats that's like, I can reimagine my beats. But in order to reimagine, you have to learn how to prompt. And I'm like, this text to music is going to be a new wave. But it was aggravating to me because I said, this ain't music. This ain't blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, this is a way to get inspired and never be blocked.
One of the things that I'm big on is not giving a fourth grader a calculator, right? I want you to learn how to add first. So I think one of the things that people are skipping over is that you put in your hours of learning your craft.
Yes.
Right? And I also, it's big for me where I'm like, certain people will have opinions that maybe have one song, never have done anything, where it's just like, no, Tim has put in his hours. So I wanted to make sure that was clear, because that was one of the things that was bugging me out, because I'm like,
exactly.
The calculator.
There you go.
Now, I don't know who this young guru motherfucker is, but this isn't an accurate fucking description of what's going on and what he's actually fucking doing. Like, don't sit here and make it seem like, oh, well, Timberland, you got all this experience, so you could just use AI. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Like, understand that there's a difference in using a tool to amplify or to produce more of what you already have established, and a difference between stealing other people's work and remaking it and remixing it to make something else. Like, there's nothing genuine about this. And I know I'm not explaining it really good, but this shit is all types of fucking ass backwards. You can't steal music and feed it to an AI machine and say, oh, it's cool because I got all this experience and I've been making beats for 30 years. Like, nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. Look at my face. No. Like, the fuck are you doing? This shit is not okay.
I had 30 years of experience. 30 years of experience. So now there's a tool to take my 30 years and multiply that. Because you know how many beats I have on a drive just sitting there, I don't touch. This tool has allowed me to be even more creative than I've ever been, because it's like I can reimagine and tell and prompt and tell a snare to go over here versus me going on my Ableton and
He's trying to purposely make it seem like it's only his beats being fed to the machine. That's bullshit. Don't believe that. And that's why everybody's in a uproar. This AI has access to all music, not just rap, not just Timberland's beats, all fucking music. So, I mean, that's my weekly struggle for this week. This nigga's really fucking struggling out here trying to stay relevant, apparently. I don't think anybody's gonna work with him after this, and I don't blame them. So, yeah, that's the struggle. It's fucking real out here. I hope y'all have a good day, and until next week, y'all stay
doing it.
stay fresh.
Maybe take me a little longer.